Hey guys, welcome back to Naturopathic Medicine for Life. In the last couple of videos, I was talking to you about the vis and it's this innate energy force within us all that is responsible for how quickly we recover from illness. A vis that's low in vitality will have a hard time coming back to a state of normal, and that's when you have to try more drastic measures. But in today's video, I'm going to explore more of this vis and dive deeper into the science and the research behind it. Because while it definitely does sound esoteric and mystical, there's a concrete method to the madness. First, what we have to recognize is that human beings and nature are inseparable. They're not two different entities whereby one exists without the other. Rather, it's more synergistic. I know it seems like common knowledge, but ever since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, our relationship with the environment has been put on the back burner. But the beauty of the vis is that's not just the environment we're talking about. Every living thing in this universe emits an energy, which you can't see with your naked eye. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a mystical wizard to see it either, but the vis helps us to experience the exchange of this energy between us and everything around us. It can be used to benefit us, or it can be used to destroy us. If you surround yourself with toxic friends and family, chances are you're going to build up toxicity within your body. This kind of resonance we share with nature helps guide our actions and our behaviors and shapes the outcomes of our health. But I know, many of you who are raised with traditional medicine think what I'm saying right now is absolute quackery and that I should belong in a nut house ASAP. But hear me out. I grew up where many of my own family members were entrenched in the whole medical sciences themselves, and this whole concept was jarring to me at first, until I found a way to make sense of it, and that will be through the field of quantum physics. Now, I'm not saying I'm like an expert in this field or anything like a Neil deGrasse Tyson. God no. Heaven knows that I'm never gonna win a Nobel Prize or anything. But let me see if I can explain quantum physics in the most basic layman terms. You see, quantum physics is the study of energy and matter at the most microscopic level, and how just the slightest movement of a photon, which is the smallest unit that they're measured in, can have a massive impact. Without knowledge of this field, we wouldn't have gotten lasers and even computers. But something I really want to focus on about quantum physics that ties back into the vis is the concept of entanglement. Now, entanglement is when two or more objects are connected in such a way that they can be thought of as one functional unit. This is according to physicists, not me. The state of one of these objects cannot be fully realized unless we talk about the other object too. That's why learning something about one object is crucial to understanding what's wrong with the other. Similarly, we can't really know what's wrong with us unless we tie our environment into it. This could relate to the levels of pollution in the air, how clear your drinking water is, the friends and family you associate with, your stress levels at work, and believe it or not, the shows or the news media that you watch. It's all affected because they all carry invisible particles called photons that interact with your invisible particles, impacting your state of being. Environment is toxic and not conducive to your health, then it will express itself in the symptoms that you show. But if your environment is positive, that you find it not all that stressful, and nourishing yourself with proper nutrients, then there's a high chance your vis is of high vitality. But Sean, what about viruses and other diseases? Don't we need medications for that? Of course we do. You'll never find me bashing life-saving medications, but let's look at this from the perspective of quantum physics. If everything has this energy force, that would also include viruses too. And these viruses don't just target your cells, but also target some of the photons of your system, giving rise to certain illnesses. But now the body's in a state of confusion. Its photons are out of balance, and even though it wants to return to normal, it doesn't know how to. Now, if you take a medication like, let's say, Tamiflu, yeah, sure, the virus is dead, but the damage that it does to your photons and your energy is still present. And that by damage, I mean what the virus does. Therefore, you're not actually quote unquote cured. But if we were to realign your body's energy by eating whole foods, taking nutritional supplements that aid in day to day functioning, manage your stress levels and your sleep cycle, This way, those molecular photons of yours comes back to normal and you can finally be yourself again. This is what the Vis is essentially about. There's nothing quacky or kooky about it. If you still have a hard time to, believe in the Vis, then I highly suggest you check out the book Something Deeply Hidden by Sean Carroll, PhD, who gives a deeper insight into the world of quantum physics. Well, that's all I have for today, folks. Hopefully I explained the Vis to you well enough that at the very least piqued your interest into learning more about what this is all about. If you like this video and want to see more of it, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And just like always, I always end off here. Don't forget to be well and be healthy.